Good morning.
Good day, sir. Ma'am.
How's everyone?
Madam. Ma'am. Madam. I'm good. How are you?
I'm not adjusted right in my chair.
That's all right. You're going to have to stand up. You got some cutting to do.
I know.
Get on it. Let's cut. We're going to cut today. She's going to cut today. I'm not cutting anything. I'm Jason.
Hi, and I'm Danielle.
Welcome to Warm and Cozy Quilting.
This is Saturday morning coffee.
We're in Columbia, Illinois.
I don't have coffee. I've got water.
I drank my coffee. We sat here too long.
Yeah. Getting ready. Doing the stuff.
Right. That's okay. I got my pink shirt on. Here we go. Look at that. All Illinois Shop Hop. We only got a couple of these left. Did you know that?
I know.
Like 3.
We have one binder.
We have a binder left?
One.
Those went so fast once people realized how important they're going to be for this whole Shop Hop month.
I also had someone ask if there were dividers.
Mm.
I waited till we were on camera. To tell you.
So, let me tell you about these binders that don't have dividers. They don't have dividers. And the other day ago, I'm like, you know what we should do? We should get dividers. And she's like, nah.
It's too late.
We don't need that.
Nobody needs that.
I could be rich on dividers.
The ladies were like, it would be so awesome because
by region and separated, we fantastic.
Also, I think one of them was a teacher, is a teacher, that kind of thing. And she's like, it's just I will have dividers.
Organizationally speaking.
So it's an odd sized binder.
Yeah.
So I'm like, how are you going to make a page anyway?
They make them that size already. For those of you that are looking for them, they're out there.
Oh.
They are purchasable in the world. Office stores will carry them.
I think it was something like there's 6 regions and everything had 5.
There's a lot of 5s, but you can also, anyway. Moral of the story is, guys, if you need dividers for your binders for all your Shop Hop patterns, they're out there.
Yeah. Somebody wanted dividers.
Unbelievable. Anyway, so, as I said, we're warm and cozy.
Right.
We're here. We're saying hi to everybody because we're going to do that because we always do that because that's Saturday morning coffee. We got people on the YouTubes as well. Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Couple things to make mention of before we get too much farther. First and foremost, did you hit the share button yet?
My face is shiny today. Can we turn that TV off?
No, we cannot.
Oh.
I need it to be able to see what you're cutting, so don't look at the TV.
Okay.
Hit the share button. If you enjoy information, you love to get to learn, to enjoy the quilting a little bit more, hit share. It helps us find people that need the information in their lives. Number 2, if you're on the Facebook side and you see those little emojis across the bottom of your screen, please, by all means, use them. If you hear something that's useful to you, if you just love us,
just hit the funny.
Just hit the something. They're all there for use. Just use them. I'm fine with all of them. I won't come at you. I've heard people will. We won't. Because it lets us know you're actually out there and paying attention.
Yeah.
Thank you. And finally, if you're on the YouTube side, hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
Don't forget, we're on YouTube because sometimes it's easier to find information over there than it is to dig through Facebook.
If you want to search, it's much easier to search.
So much easier to search.
On YouTube than it is on Facebook.
That said, while you're sitting there, make sure you hit that subscribe button at the bottom. Not only is it free, but it helps us significantly.
Yes.
And then you'll get notifications when we go live. You don't have to be like, oh, wait, it's Saturday morning. What am I forgetting?
Missed that.
You didn't forget anything. You get to see it every time.
Right.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. My name is Jason. Oh, anyway. All right. So we got people saying hi. Let's say hi to some people here, shall we? On the YouTubes, we've got Jackie. Good morning.
Morning.
And Barb hanging out on the YouTubes. Hey, Barb.
Morning.
Look at you being all technologically fancy. I love it. Over here on the Facebook side, we do have Pam. Good morning.
Pam.
Good morning, Pam. Mulla.
Good morning, Pam. Mulla. Why'd you make me do that?
We're gonna go with your official names on the screen just because that's 2 Pams in a row.
Right.
We got Sandy. Good morning, Cozy Crew. That's
Good
us.
morning,
Is that us or is that them? Are they the Cozy Crew?
No, all of us are.
It's a big collective effort.
Us and them are Cozy
guys.
Crew.
Way
right?
to go. We are all officially crewed together.
But we need Cozy Crew on the back of a shirt right here.
We do.
And then Warm and Cozy.
That sounds fun. Okay. Let's see. Good morning, Alvina. Good to see you on. Hello, Jackie. Again.
Good morning, Alvina.
We got Joyce hanging out with us here. Good morning. Pamela. All my binders have dividers, sheet protectors, or sectioned pages.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Some people get it. Some people don't.
Yep.
Dividers divide us.
They divide something.
Jackie loves the quilt behind me. I mean, how could you not look at that?
Right?
It's Halloween, and it's a Stripology pattern. We'll talk about that here in a minute. You'll love it. Thanks for sharing, Pam. And good morning, Janice. Good to see you on.
Good morning. Good morning.
Fantastic. Okay. Let's see here. We do have a lot to get through, but that's okay. I got some stuff to talk about first and foremost. First and foremost, we've talked about it a couple times. All Illinois Shop Hop is happening.
Yes.
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Has started. Goes all the way through September.
This is the third day of it. So you have from now until the end of September, like you just mentioned, which is like 60 days away.
Right.
Give or take. Maybe 57. We should have an actual official countdown.
Oh, right. But then there's like days that we're not here. And
anyway, you were saying.
Tomorrow is a Shop Hop Sunday for us.
Yes.
I'm not supposed to give this, or
we just did.
Okay.
We're here now.
So anyway, to those who maybe are just my regular shoppers, who maybe aren't doing Shop Hop, we are open tomorrow. If you have a quilting emergency, we will be here from 12 to 4.
On a Sunday.
Okay.
For you. Yes, absolutely.
If you ran out of black fabric, and I need it now.
Actually, there was a customer called yesterday, and she is in need of some fabric, either construction or dinosaur for a kid quilt.
Yeah.
Kind of a fabric emergency. And she's like, I will be through Columbia tomorrow. Is there any chance you're open on Sunday? I said, 99% of the time, no. But coincidentally, tomorrow we're open.
We are.
So
12 to 4.
Noon to 4. Come by, see us, get your quilty stuff, say hi to the people there, because I will not be here because I need a day off.
Yep.
But you can still come by and say hi.
And you're probably only going to get like half a day off anyway.
I know,
that's just how
that's my life. That's okay. I'm not complaining. So, All Illinois Shop Hop, we've had lots of people through already. We expect lots more. On Wednesday, we mentioned the Here and Now down in Anna. They apparently are just a fantastic shop to visit.
We've heard all about it from lots of. I've been asking everybody, where have you been? What what was good? Where you've been? And they're like, we're really glad the Anna store jumped in. Because and some of them have been tight on time, so haven't been able to go to the coffee shop. I would like. It would be cold. Never mind.
Yeah, bring some. It won't.
Don't bring me any coffee. It's okay. It's not going to travel 2 hours or whatever it is.
Don't do it.
But go get you.
Just got to get you down there at some point. It'll happen. It'll be fine. All right. Yep. Anyway, that said, all the other shops that are also participating, there are other things around them.
Right.
Make sure when you go to these shops to visit them, if it's around lunchtime, or if you're in dire need of your coffee or your afternoon sweet fix, ask them where are the localist businesses that could give you the best bang for your buck, if you will. We have shops, restaurants in town that we recommend first and foremost. So if you want to know, ask us. I'll send you to the best restaurant.
We actually have a list.
I have a list
that we will hand you.
Absolutely.
And these are in order of importance. I don't know.
Right. Importance. Yeah. Best of the last. But they're all good. So we like Columbia. We have options. So don't be afraid to ask the shop owners. People generally will send you the right
We have gone to shops as we're traveling, and that's what we always do. And we have found some really great places. Okay, am I going to get back to them every single, am I going to get back to them again? I don't know. Maybe not, but
maybe worth it.
Yeah.
All right, so there's that on the All Illinois Shop Hop. Do the thing. Some people saying hi, good morning, Rita. Hello, Linda.
Good morning.
Pamela recommends that we have on our backs that says we have cozy cuts. That would be a really fun.
Oh my gosh, that's so smart.
Conversation starter. Hello, Diane. Good to see you on. And good morning, Pat. Good day.
Good morning.
And Julie, good morning. Happy Saturday. Love it. Other things to announce. This was just announced the other day. QOV. Okay. For those of you that don't know about QOV, Quilts of Valor is a non-profit charitable organization in which quilters create quilts and they're given to service members that have been affected by war. We sponsor a group here out of Warm and Cozy, and the current leader of the Stars of Honor group has about 70 quilt tops and a line of people that need quilts.
Right.
And she doesn't have enough volunteers, so we are having a Quilt of Valor Day here at the shop.
Exactly.
2 days, actually.
Yeah. I was like, let's get some quilts.
We're going to get some stuff done. This is going to be August. Give me the dates.
18th
My
and 19th.
calendar's not working.
It's Sunday and Monday.
Sunday and Monday. We're typically closed on those days, but we'll be open specifically for the task of finishing quilts.
Yep.
So
we. Okay. Yep.
my goal is I have 6 long arms that
Yes.
need to be ran.
Right.
I have people that can help make sure that you know what you're doing.
Correct.
If you know how to use a long arm and want to come in and run one, great. If you've never used one and you'd like an opportunity to see how it works, great. Do you want to help put binding on when they come off the long arm? Great. You want to do anything?
They're going to have to be trimmed down. They're going to have to be bound. Bindings have to be made and pressed. You get to use the Laura Star. So, like, benefit. Oh, maybe we should bring mine too.
We probably should bring yours as well, so that way we have multiple pressing stations available.
Also, like, Donna has quilt tops already done.
Yeah.
But she needs battings and backings cut for those. And she's going to get as many done as she can so that we can get going and started. But I'm going to have people measuring and getting backings cut. And so there will be something for you to do.
Right. So, again, if you want to help with this process, do they need to contact Donna to get themselves on a scheduling list of any sort, or they just need to show up and be ready to do something?
We're going to start at 9 a.m. On both days, and we're going to go till we're tired.
Right.
For me, that's probably 5. Okay.
It's 3 o'clock. I'm done. The other thing...
I know that before, we've done some things before where we're like 9 a.m. and we go until 9 p.m. You're going to come for as long as you can handle it.
Right.
No one is holding you here hostage.
No.
If I have the door locked, you can unlock it to walk out.
Easy.
We also have people that are more night owls than mornings. So, I totally get that.
The other thing you can
show
do,
up when it's convenient for you.
If you don't have those skill sets, like you don't understand all this quilting, you're new to all this, and I really want to help because this sounds like a great effort for those that have served. You can donate in other ways.
Correct.
Such as donating snacks because of all the people that are going to be here.
Right. We got to feed these people. Yep.
People are going to want to eat. They're going to get thirsty. They're going to need things. Just time, effort, money, whatever it is that you want to help to donate. That is always a possibility.
You can always Amazon to us. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that, but you know, you could order a box of chips and say, "Can you send it to Warm and Cozy?" Yeah. And then put on the note specifically for QOV, that way Jason don't eat them tomorrow. Okay.
I might.
But that definitely has come up. Like, I don't know what you're talking about when it comes to quilting. I want to help. What can I do?
Sandy asked a good question. Do we need to bring our own machines? I would say I would recommend having it with you. Just depending on where things land.
Yeah, I don't think everyone needs to. So if you don't have a machine, oh my gosh,
if you don't have a machine, we have Jadomis
or
here.
You have,
I can set you up with something.
If you're like, my machine is huge and I don't want to deal with, trying to lug that. We do have some machines, but I have found that people are very comfortable with their machine and not very comfortable when I set them up with something else.
Right.
And instead of spending a lot of time showing you how a machine works, bring your own.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
It may not get pulled out of the bag. Maybe you're cutting and doing other things, and but it's here and ready.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, that's going to be August 19th.
Yeah, 18th and 19th.
18th, 19th, Sunday, Monday.
So Sadie will correct me if that is incorrect. That's correct. Okay.
And we said times again.
Not starting at 9 until we're done.
So it could be midnight.
Yeah.
I hope not, because I can't do that. I'm too old for that.
Sometimes I'm like, what? You want me to out after 8 p.m.?
Gail asked if we're going to be piecing.
So probably not. So there is tops that are other than binding. Piecing bindings together.
Right, putting bindings together, because strips need to get put together, things like that.
But there are tons of quilt tops already done. Donna did ask me, like, should I bring other fabric? This is all kind of like mostly what we want. She has 70-ish quilt tops that need to be quilted. That is the need. And so that is our focus. We have 5 long arms. Let's run them, right? Yeah. So let's see how many we can get done. And I do not anticipate that we will get 70 done. Don't even,
No, but if this turns out well, then maybe we'll do it again. So, because I do know that people like to be able to help where they can, when they can. Yep. Especially when you give them the time and all that. Pam asked what our address is for donations. Sadie just put that out there. So
nice. Thank you.
That is our address. Please, thanks, by all means, use that if you need to. And again, if you have any other questions, don't be afraid to call us, ask, all that
chat
stuff.
With Sadie. She loves to talk.
She loves to talk. So that was...
She's also got something to say.
You can also donate directly to QOV.org.
Right. QOVF.org.
QOVF.org. Yeah, especially you don't live close. You want to give to your local chapter. Totally get that. Like, no harm here. There's so.
Yeah, there's chapters all over the country. If you got somebody local to you,
you can go there to also nominate someone. So if you have a service member that you want to nominate, go there.
Yes. I didn't think I was going to go that much excitement into that.
Yeah, we're spending a lot of time, and we got to
cut the effort. It's fine.
It is wonderful.
Let's see here. I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody saying hi. A lot of people wish they lived closer. I wish you lived closer as well.
I do too.
But that happens sometimes. Yeah. We answered that question. There. And Gail wants the news channels to know. Holy goodness.
Oh my God.
I only have so much room in my store.
So, and also we have the news channel coming on Wednesday.
Oh, they are coming on Wednesday, aren't they? We are going to do a segment, so surprise, you guys didn't see this, that'll come out on channel 2. They're going to be in-store recording.
Yeah, they're going to record on Wednesday, not going live, so not sure of when it will be aired, and we will, of course, let you know.
We'll let you know when it's going to go on air.
But, yeah, so...
and good morning, Sharon, over on the YouTubes. Excellent. Got to see you on.
And also, hi, Gail.
Hi, Gail. Love it. Okay, so.
What now?
What am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting something. I don't know.
I was looking at Sadie like, what? I don't know.
I mean, it's just that August and September are packed full of things between, classes, events, you name it, it's happening. Get out. Visit your local shops, hang out with them, spend the money, love them.
Do
things. Okay. Also, if you need a machine, there's some really great deals going on, by the way.
There is a lot with Janome. There's get a trolley, or get a table, or get, so there's some really, a table, an $800 table.
Handy Quilter has a special going on now that could get you up to $1,000 worth of stuff.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so great deals. August, come on in.
Amazing. This is a great time to come buy a long arm if you've been interested in one. So, all right, let's move on. Also, we're going to have an education event for Handy Quilter in September.
Yep.
It's $150 per person. 2 days, either September 19th and 20th, that's Thursday, Friday, or 2021.
Which is Saturday, Sunday.
Anyway, my brain shut down. Anyway, $150 per person. You get lunch both days. Hands-on education. If you buy a machine from me this month, I will give you that class for free. So if you want $1,000 in goodies and you want a bonus free class,
so that you feel wonderfully, confident,
super confident. Aside from all the support that we're going to give you anyway, I mean, how can you go wrong with that? So I just had to throw that out there. Okay. Whew, so much. Now. You ready?
I'm ready.
We're going to talk GE Designs.
Yay.
All right.
You guys know it's my favorite.
I do know it's your favorite. You're certifiable. I mean, certified.
Right.
Stripologist.
Right.
All right, GE Designs. GE Designs is from the creator and founder of GE Designs, Gudrun Erla. Do we have a photo of Gudrun? Oh, there she is. Oh, no, that's Danielle. Oh, that over there. That lady. That's Gudrun Erla.
Yay.
You met her at the H&H show, I believe is where that picture was from.
Yep, that's where that picture's from, yep. But yeah, I went up last year in September for certified educator training. Yeah. With her, so that was a lot of fun too.
Excellent.
So can I just tell these guys, I have no idea what he has in the script and what pictures are going to show up. So really genuine reactions. Okay.
That was the only one, and that was I figured the most genuine reaction. So, with that, who is she? Well, we don't have a whole lot of back history from her. She doesn't have a whole lot of her growing up information anywhere out there for the world to find. But she is from Iceland. She, at her time when she was in Iceland, she had a quilt shop.
She owned a shop there, yeah.
She did. And she started writing patterns.
Right.
She wrote them initially and had them published there in Icelandic. But a American distributor, I guess, came across her and encouraged her to reprint them in English.
Oh, okay.
And that actually caught on over on this side of the pond rather quickly. And so that kind of inspired her to move to America in 2003 and just go for the whole designer process.
Right. I think at one point she designed fabric.
Yeah.
I don't know who for. Sorry, I don't have that.
That's okay. That was good information I don't have.
Okay.
Again, finding her information is very all over the place. So if you have that information, my guess is you picked it up from her somewhere along the way.
Sure.
I am encouraging Gudrun, if you're watching this, I know she's not, but if you're watching this, I told Danielle earlier, I believe this is a true statement. You need to get your wiki page in order. Get it together. There's not one out there for you. The world needs a Gudrun Wikipedia page.
Right? Because she's awesome.
I feel like there's so much information regarding Gudrun and everything she's done. What I'm going to cover here is just going to be so very not enough.
Right.
Okay. So she came here in 2003. She eventually partnered with Creative Grids in 2014 and developed the Stripology ruler.
Nice.
All right. It has modified itself since then and now has grown to 4 different Stripology rulers.
Right.
And we're going to talk about those here in a little bit. The important part about this is that she has released so many books and so many patterns and so many of them in line with her rulers. It's prolific is not even the right word to use.
Right. So that is one thing that drew me to this family of rulers was I really do not like to buy a tool that is good for one project.
Right. It's crazy.
Like that is, and I don't like to have a whole bunch of different tools because then that just is room that fabric could go in. Okay, like seriously, I
got a pile
collect
of acrylic.
fabric. I don't want to collect rulers.
Right.
Okay.
No.
So when I found that, oh my gosh, the number of patterns that are written and stuff like that to use this ruler, in addition to just your everyday, that you could use it for other things as well.
Yeah.
Really drew me to the Stripology rulers.
Which is fantastic. Let me give you just a little bit of insight to numbers of patterns and books and things out there. So in our shop, I have 9 books. I'm going to show them to you in chronological order of their published release date.
Okay.
I have 9 of them.
Yeah, I know that
10.
Right. I know that it is over 20 books. That
Over
she has
20
written.
books.
Now that could be, including the ones in Iceland that,
It could. I don't. Again, very limited information out there. Please, Gudrun, Wikipedia. Thank you. Stripology. This was released in 2014. Coincidentally, at the same time, her Stripology ruler came to market.
Right.
Not coincidentally. This has, I don't remember how many patterns is in this. There's 6 patterns in this one. I actually guess that's them across the front there. This one, very similar to Strips and Salsa, Strips and Salsa that she just did a sew along with.
Isn't it Strips and Salsa?
I think so. I believe it is.
It's not very similar. It is.
Strip ribbons.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there it is. Strips and Salsa. Yes.
Okay.
It's in this book. Fantastic, right? Then in 15, a year later, she came out with Stripology 2. Look at those. You see how fun those are?
I love the way that she takes pictures of quilts. So look at the one on the back.
Gosh, I'm telling you right now, like whoever camera photographer person is, if it's her, she's awesome.
She is the one running around. I mean, now she has a professional photographer who's taking the actual pictures, but she's like, I need to put it here. It needs to go there. I'm sure the team effort, but she is like great. I love it. The way that she takes the photograph.
I would agree. She does an amazing job with that process.
It's made me rethink things because I'm like, okay, it's hanging on the wall. Let's take the picture because the quilt needs to be the whole story.
Right.
But then it's like, yeah, you can't really, it doesn't. It's kind of flat then, right? If you put it over the car.
It gives it
it gives it life. Right.
It's
exactly.
Real. Strip Your Stash was released in 2015. So while I was looking through information, trying to find all that I could, she had a series of books called Fast and Furious. Home, Holiday. There was another one regarding strips. Like she was very heavy into strips. And it really feels like past this point, she really went more into not just working with strips, making the Stripology do more.
Yeah.
But this one has a lot of designs in it, 12 projects in this one. But that one was kind of cool. So Strip Your Stash. I didn't realize it was hers, but it is.
You think about the fact that we end up with a lot of stash, right? We end up with scrap pieces. You got half-yard bundle, but you only used a 10-inch square. What do I do with this other 8 inches? Oh, well, you can cut it into strips. Maybe you're cutting it 2.5s, 1.5s, and then you can organize your strips. She's big into organizing the strips. Okay, and these are all 2.5s, and these are all green. And then you can pull that out, and you can start working through them. And let's use up our stash, right?
Use them up. Get them out there. After her Strip Your Stash, this one came out. I had the information all in my head, and it's all short circuit on me. 2016, the next year, she came out with Stripology Squared. I do believe this is when her squared ruler became to the market. Was it around 16? Because that's when you picked up your squared.
Yeah. So if it, well, I mean, if it wasn't 16, it was 17. But I would guess it came out with the book.
I would only make sense.
Yeah. So 2016.
Okay. Also a great book.
Because that one is when she really, this is my guess, is when the 10-inch squares. Let's take, we've got all these 10-inch squares. So here's 10 quilts with 10-inch squares, and, you know, a great way to kind of use them, because all of us started collecting those things, right?
10-inch squares and layer cakes and all those things. We got them. What do we do with them? Well, there you go.
Right.
Now, this one came out, Quilts of Iceland.
I love this book so
I'm going to tell you right now,
much.
this is a 2017 release.
I didn't know about it until this year.
Literally first got it in the store. We have these in stock now. Look at some of these quilts in there. This one over on the side here, Heritage.
Yes.
It's actually called Thor's Hammer.
Yeah.
Wow.
It is amazing.
It's really cool.
And
looking.
using it like bright colors, but with a dark background, super awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's got, and there's pictures of Iceland in there and all that stuff. So
yes,
pretty much homage to her home.
It is. And so many different like snowflake ones that are really cool. Anyway, I want to make all the quilts in there.
She will.
I don't have time. I need more time.
All right. And then followed from that, we do have probably one of my most favorite ones, because this goes every 2 years apart. Stripology, mixology. Do you like a little bit of a fancy adult drink with your quilting? Relieve some of that stress, because sometimes your machine, maybe get a Janome. You won't have that problem. Stripology, mixology came out in 18, followed up in 2020 by Mixology 2.
2020?
She went 2 years apart. See, I'll show you. And then this one is 2022.
Nice.
See, I know what I'm talking about.
It feels like it's been out longer than that. I don't know, because I love this book.
But this book is awesome.
This is my favorite of all of them.
This one
Jason
contains
loves
JoJo.
3, and I love 2.
A lot of really cool ones in this one. After that was followed up by 2022's release of Mixology 3. A lot of really cool ones in here.
So fun.
Again, all these books have so many quilts in them. Aside from her first one that only had 6, she progressively got to double digits with almost every
14, 13,
12,
13. It's like a lot of quilts.
Her new one that's coming has got 17.
17 quilts.
So much in one book, and it doesn't seem like it's possible. And then in 2023, she released the best and most awesome book ever, The Master Your Stripology Ruler, which helps us to understand our Stripology rulers better.
Even better.
Linda was saying that she's never used a Stripology ruler. If you're watching this, and somehow you've never heard of Stripology, this means you're fairly new to us, which is fine, because I know we've talked about Stripology.
Or maybe it just seems like, no, I've got a way. I've got
my methods.
I do this another way.
And that's fine.
And so maybe you just haven't taken on the challenge of trying it out.
Right. Speaking of challenges, Danielle's going to do a challenge later. This will be fun.
Oh, I am?
It'll be great. All right. So,
I'm challenging them?
No, I'm
challenging you?
None of the above.
Okay.
So anyway, this book here, if you have a Stripology ruler and you've never used it, but you don't have this book, you need to get this book. We keep those in stock because we have to. And again, as I said, Quickies is coming this month.
This one is all cardstock.
Yes.
Spiral bound, which means it's going to lay flat.
Yep.
You can't see it.
You can't see that flatness, but it lays flat.
Which is so great, right? Anyway, my favorite book, because it takes, you know what, I'm not always going to use a GE design pattern, although I could, because there's so many.
Much to do.
I could do that. But if I have another pattern that I really want to make, but I need to cut a whole bunch of this and that, I can cut everything with my Stripology.
Yeah, it's
I do not
just
have
for
to
her
get
patterns.
a different ruler.
Use them everywhere.
Yeah.
So those are her books that are currently at least in publish that we have. And of course, there are many more that I'm sure are still in the world. I don't know where they're at. But aside from that, she has standalone patterns from Astrid and Ava. Those are fun. By the way, Ava, right there. That's Ava.
So I really want to make Astrid. It is a little more challenging. I've heard that from people who've made it, and it is so
I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Like this right here.
It's like stained glass. It's like really stained glass, but modern, you know?
Did you see that one our customer did out of Roar?
Yes. It's
She
so
did
great.
Astrid out of Roar.
Yep.
Yes.
Did I miss this? Holy freak. Holies, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so from Astrid to Ava, all the way over to Venus and Valerie. So she's very much a fan of using women names to name her patterns.
This is really cool.
So I think I counted on our wall no less than 30 patterns for full-size type quilts. And these run from Cribbed King.
Almost always.
Almost always.
So, like, once somebody was like, well, there's no queen size on this one. I'm like, how did you find the one?
There's one.
That doesn't have
I would have high-fived him for just finding it. Because there's always multiple sizes in these patterns, which is great. So you don't have to do the guesswork and math work on that. If you find yourself on a boat and you are just tired of everything, you can just strip your way to shore.
Oh.
Strip to shore. I found that to be a fun name. If you're driving around and sewing, dangerous because you get strip lash.
Yeah.
And if you just want to get away from people because they've been too much, you can go into a strip cocoon. Right?
Yeah.
If you just get bored, you can make a little JoJo. Or if this story is way too much, that could be a saga. You just want a little story. It's a little saga. So I brought these out, these littles, because these are great. These are little table runner size, and they are miniature versions of a lot of her popular ones that are in the books and standalone patterns.
Using 5-inch squares instead of 10s. So you've got those guys. Let's clear them out, right? Let's use them up.
Yeah.
Because always, you can, something that is written as a table runner, you can make it ×3 and make a quilt.
Yeah.
It's going to be little squares, which is kind of cool. You know, to have a little JoJo, but have it in a quilt size.
Right.
Ooh, that's so awesome. That would be cute.
Yeah.
Also, I've been seeing lots on line where people are using a panel and then putting JoJo blocks around it. Just saw that yesterday
That's
on Gudrun's quilt crew. Someone posted their picture there where they had the national parks panel and then they put JoJo blocks around it.
Which is awesome. I love that idea. Super cool idea. So again, books, patterns, she's got all those. In addition to those, she does also have stickers. These things are fantastic for marking up your rulers or marking your fabric in order. Oh, you got a package opened.
So this one...
It does make it easier to see them.
Yeah, because there's 3 different colors in the packages. So the one that I have is the pink, green, and blue.
Yeah.
The other is tropical. It's like...
Tropical. Purple, yellow, and reddish.
Yes. So, and there are times when I would like a 4th color. So having both is kind of nice.
Yeah. And last but not least, point trimmers. Because when you do pointy things, sometimes you don't need the bulk.
60-degree angles. You're going to want to...
I wonder if she'd hire me for a marketing person.
I don't know. I mean, you're doing great.
Not available, but call me. Okay. The other thing I forgot to mention that I absolutely love about everything she's done, and maybe you've seen it and recognized it on your screen, maybe you haven't, but literally almost everything that Gudrun puts out has a QR code on it.
Yeah.
What is that QR code for? It's not marketing. It is marketing.
Yes.
Tell them.
So I was so surprised that the first book that you showed from 2013,
14,
has a QR code.
They've been around for a long time.
So, I mean, I'm still getting people to showing them how it works on their phone and that kind of thing. But a QR code, on my phone, which is Apple, most Apples do this, and I think even the Androids do this now too. You go to your camera and you are going to take a picture. You don't actually take the picture.
Nope.
When you go over that QR code, then it pops up a link. You click that and you're watching a video.
Yep. She has videos for all of her stuff, which is just so incredible. The support for her materials, unbelievable. I just wanted to point that out as far as accessories and things that go along great with the rulers and all of her patterns and stuff. I'm going to go back to some comments in the Facebook side here for just a moment. Bear with me.
Gudrun is in Iceland right now with her family. Yeah.
Linda, thank you for loving our shirts. Again, these are the All Illinois State Shop Hop shirts. They are available. We have like 3 left. Other stores may have them.
I think we have a small and 2 that are a 3X.
Wow, they're kind of giant.
That is it.
That's what we've got.
Either big or little.
So I think Sadie posted a link to them on our website. You can click there and see what we got. Those are literally all we have left.
Yeah.
But they are fun. I do like the color. Pamela made the tree one that's in the mixology book.
Oh, I want to make that one.
It's awesome. Jessica was introduced to Stripology and changed her life. She loves it. Highly recommends it.
Yep.
I did not pay her to say that, but it's true. 2.0 is out shopping, having lunch. Good luck. Enjoy your dinner, or your lunch, supper, whatever it is.
I think it's lunch.
Dinner.
Breakfast, brunch.
Let's see here. I'm sorry. Things keep popping up on me. People are commenting. I love it. Let's see. Pamela, still thankful for her XL 3 years ago. You're welcome. Sweet Red Machine at Charity. Oh, yeah. Pat bought a little red Janome from us, and she was using it. It's a great little sew day machine. Like, it's awesome.
It is.
For travel, 8 pounds, 30 stitches.
I think we got 5 that
I got some in stock. If you need one, come see me.
Yep.
Barb, you asked if we have an XL. We do. We do. We have all 4 of the rulers in stock. If you haven't seen one or you need to see one in action, come see us live. I will show it to you. Danielle will show it to you.
We can mail it to you if you are not close. I don't know.
Unless Barb was asking about shirts. Maybe that's what she meant in an XL.
I think so.
Well, we don't have an XL.
We have an XL.
I have an XL ruler.
Sorry.
Let's do that.
We're confusing
That's okay.
Conversations.
Whew. Lots of stuff. I want to just kind of cover all the things. Moving on. So, any questions on Gudrun and all the fun stuff she's got? No?
But what if you've never seen the Stripology ruler? Show us.
We're getting there. Stop mowing my lawn. Golly. All right, so Stripology ruler. I need you to tell me what makes a Stripology ruler.
Okay. So Stripology rulers were created by Gudrun.
Sure.
We've been talking about her. It's awesome. And then they are produced by Creative Grids. And if you've used a Creative Grids ruler before, you know that they are wonderful. They are not thin. They're not bendy. They're a good, strong ruler.
Yeah.
And the Creative Grids have the grip across the whole back. So, and on the Stripology rulers, so there are slits every half inch.
Okay.
And the ruler company could have put a little bit on each corner and called it good. No, they put it between, on every one of those has that grip so that it's going to hold your ruler down. I had someone who took my class not that long ago who was like, we do not carry Quilter Select. Maybe they're wonderful. I have heard that they're wonderful and that they have that no grip kind of situation. She's like, this actually holds better than my
Oh, really?
Quilter Select.
Interesting.
So, of course, every ruler, I'm sure you could make slide. Okay, well, let me not go there. So, but Creative Grids is thick acrylic.
Yes. So it's got some weight to it, too. It's
got some weight to it, and it also helps with accuracy because you're not going to be pushing on one of those with, you put your blade in and when you can push on the piece, that is, you could be here or here. So that's 2 different measurements, right?
Sure.
So the accuracy is going to be fantastic because of the thick acrylic. Your blade has nowhere to go. So you can't do a whoop. Have you done that before?
Yeah. I have.
So your blade is staying in there and makes it so that you can cut straight. We've had people who have like a trimmer and can't cut anymore because they're all over the place and can cut with a Stripology ruler because it's going to help keep everything nice and straight.
Right.
But the cool thing about Stripology rulers, it has halves and you can cut halves and holes and that's it. No, you can cut quarters on the big rulers. You can cut eighths on the small rulers.
Look at these guys. Look at this.
Okay.
There's an eighth marking right here.
1/8
See that
and a
right
3/8.
there? I don't know if you can see that or not. Oh, there's a reflection. It doesn't work.
Okay.
I'm over
Maybe
it.
when I'm over the top.
Maybe over the top. But it doesn't matter. I was cutting my binding 2.5, even though I like 2 1/4, because I didn't realize I could cut quarters with this. And I can cut quarters. I can cut a whole bunch of 2 1/4 and only have to move my ruler one time. If you think about when you are using a regular ruler, every time you pick that ruler up and you move it, that's another time you could make a mistake. You could be reading the mat instead of the ruler. You could be doing something just a little bit different. You could veer off, all of those things. This takes all of that out of it. So this is the XL ruler. This is the biggest one. This goes up to 20 inches, including an inch on either side.
like, where do I go? This way? Okay.
Sure.
An inch on either side. So you really do have a 22-inch long ruler. If you wanted to put something down and be able to cut on both ends, you would have 22 inches. It also does squaring up. So I have a hard time with square up rulers. And this has taken all that away. I will show you that in a minute. So can I just talk about the other rulers real quick, or should I just?
Which ones do you want?
Just so this is the squared.
Go ahead and take that one.
Sorry.
You got it. It's kind of attached to the table a little bit. That was fine.
The squared ruler goes up to 12.5 inches.
It does.
And this was the first ruler that I had of Gudrun. So the first Stripology ruler I had, and I used this instead of a regular ruler always. So I had to cut borders that were 6.5 inches. I can only get 1 6.5 before I have to move my ruler. I would still use this ruler because my blade is going to stay in that groove. Okay. Another really cool thing about Creative Grids is that they really support quilt shops, which is wonderful. They make pricing the same, cannot sell for less. And I follow that always. You guys, all my friends follow me are like, yeah, I'm even in the loyalty and I couldn't get a discount. That's correct. I don't discount these rulers because the value in them is, first of all, incredible. And so if you are finding that they're marked down, they were probably marked up before they marked them down so that they could draw a red line through it and trick you. Don't let them trick you. Okay?
Don't let the red line trick you, guys.
Yes. So, and so this is the squared ruler. Used it for years. XL ruler came out and I'm like, do I really need that? I still, this is my go-to for most things. Unless I'm doing a cutting that I need more than 12.5, I'm using this one because I can one-hand it and this takes up less space in my room. And let's be honest, next to me is all of my pieces, right? So my whole side of my mat, I only have this much room to cut in.
I know.
Because I'm organizing right here next to me. Okay?
By way of stacking.
Right.
It's fine. Normal.
So I use this ruler a lot. Okay.
Yes.
There are 2 small rulers and this mini squared, it goes up to 6.5 inches. And this is, you're not going to do your bulk off the bolt, you know, those big pieces that you've got 40 inches wide. You're not going to use that to cut here. You're going to be squaring up your tiny things. You're going to be cutting so I did my 100 block quilt that all of the blocks in there were 6.5. And so everything that I was going to cut was going to be 6.5 or less.
Right.
And I can cut quarters, eighths, wholes, halves, the whole thing on this ruler.
Nice.
This ruler just came out last year. This one is the quarters mini. It does have slits every 1/4 inch, which is amazing. You don't have to move the ruler to do quarters. You're going to set it up and you're going to cut your quarters. It does eighths much faster and easier because you have more slits.
Right.
And you are able to square up to 1/4 inch increments.
Square up to 1/4 inch.
All the others you can only square up to halves and wholes, which really is what we're generally squaring up
Normally
to.
that's where we're at. That's most math.
But if you need to square up to quarters, this is the way to go. It is so easy to do, and I love this ruler.
So we'll show you squaring up though.
Yeah.
And that'll work out just fine.
Yeah.
All right. So which ruler are you going to use for the basic demonstrational purposes here?
I'm just going to use the XL because it's on here.
It's on there? Okay.
Yeah. It is the one that has the most versatility. This is the only ruler that can do angles, and I'm going to show you angles. Yes, am I going to show them angles?
Yes, you are.
So I'm going to show you how to do angles, and doing a 60-degree angle, you can only do that on the XL. Yep. Okay, what am I going to do?
All right, so first off, I would think you would like to just show them just your basic strip cutting.
Okay.
Okay. Wow, that's a wonky.
So I'm going to go from this side. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So should I stand up?
Yeah,
if I do that, is that going to mess up the camera? Okay.
No, camera doesn't care. Okay. I'll push that back for you a little bit.
So, all right. So first of all, we want to, I love my Creative Grids mat as well, because this side of the mat has a lot less lines, right? It's just not got all of those 10,000 lines. And I'm not using my mat to measure with. I'm going to measure with my ruler, but it's nice to be able to take my selvage edge, put that on a line, pull the fold over and kind of line that up to a line on the mat so that I know that things are straight, right?
Okay.
That's going to be helpful when I start cutting. So also, only put things on your cutting mat that you actually want to cut.
Very important. Don't cut your phone.
Right. So I'm going to give myself a little bit to the left of the 0. Okay, I'm now too far over that way.
Are you?
That box is in the way.
Oh, is it? Oh, I forgot about that over there.
Okay.
Sorry.
So I'm lining up to a point on my mat that's a little bit away from me because I want to give myself a running start. I roll my blade into the little teardrop at the bottom and I go. And I'm just going to do like 1/2 inch, just some
Yeah, it's
cuts.
just fun 1/2 inch cuts.
To show you. I mean, have you ever cut a bunch of 1/2 inch cuts? I haven't.
No. Is this the first for you? All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what you got.
So that's probably good there. Oh my gosh. Look at
So this was your
that was
0.
Yep.
Get rid
Toss
of
that. But look here. Look at all
Oh
those
my
little.
golly gracious. Those are so
Okay.
tiny.
But of course, that's not generally what we're doing, right?
Yeah. Let's do
So-
a quarter.
Okay.
You want to show them quarter with that?
Yeah. For quarters, I need the book.
No.
Oh.
You can just do 1 cut at a quarter. Can't
One
you?
cut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
but
a
like
2 1/4.
wouldn't I- Okay. So 2 1/4. I have a straight edge here now.
Mhm.
Actually, I don't have a straight edge. Let's pretend I don't.
Let's pretend you don't.
Okay. I'm going to cut at 0.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna cut it 4.5.
3,000. Is it 4.5? Yes. You're smart. You've done this before.
Okay, now,
That information's in the book.
right. So I'm going to cut it 0 and 4.5. I'm going to clear this piece from before the 0.
Yeah.
I'm going to move my ruler to this 1/4 inch line, and I'm going to kind of go a little bit further just so you can kind of see maybe this dotted line.
Yeah.
Should have got closer.
Nope.
It's okay. Yeah.
It's okay.
So there's a dotted line just to the left of the 0 indicating 1/4 inch, and I'm going to have that ride the edge of my fabric there, like right just on, and then I'm going to cut at 2.
Yep.
And that's going to give me 2 1/4, right?
And go.
And I'm going to cut there. I'm going to
Ta-da!
show you what has happened is I should have 2 pieces that are 2 1/4 inch. This one is scrap. But look at that. Isn't that awesome? So of course, you know, you wouldn't want 2 2 1/4. You're going to follow the guide, cut as many as you need, move your ruler 1 time to the 1/4 inch, and do the second set of cuts, and you've got it. Okay?
Okay. So show them how you
let's-
can use your angles on this.
Okay, let's do some angles. So so on my mat, there are 60-degree lines. It's mostly, I'm not using that to line that right up to, but just so that I'm in the way, like kind of in that direction. So that way my ruler can stay kind of facing me this direction. And I'm going to line up this, I'm going to put this here so you can see the line first. So there's a 60-degree line that runs up the top of my ruler. And I'm going to put that at the edge of my fabric.
And
I'm gonna
specific
cut.
information on as far as how big a diamonds and all that stuff, all that information's in the book. Get the book. It'll make your life that much better. And you're going to cut where it says to cut and how it says to cut. And there's videos. And you can take the Stripology class with Danielle. Go ahead and show them what you did.
So this one, I can't get the last one. So I want to just show that you can then, if you can't get that last one because it's too high up in your mat or your ruler,
Okay.
I'm going to slide this up to the top.
Can't reach it. Oh, I was worried for a
And-
second there. You weren't going to be able to reach that.
I line that up to the top edge of the fabric and I can get that last cut that I wanted. So I can get, because I really wanted 4 diamonds.
Because diamonds are a girl's best friend.
Nobody can see you.
Nobody can see me. I'm talking to myself.
So 4 diamonds. This is where I would use those point trimmers. That is going to make it easy to piece them together and much more simple than just trying to figure out where the 1/4 inch is on a triangle piece, right?
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, who is excited? I would love to see reactions to that because holy cow.
I mean, who doesn't love a perfect diamond?
I cut a whole quilt out that was
Templates.
templates. Yeah, 60-degree triangles, and I used a template, and it was, I love the quilt, but it was the worst quilt, like, because it just took, so it didn't feel like I was accomplishing anything very quickly, right? Okay, so now let's do one more thing here with angles. So I'm going to use that same 60-degree line, and I'm going to put it at the bottom edge here, and I'm going to do those same cuts, and I'm not going to worry about that last one this time.
Okay, I don't think you need to. I think it'll work.
I'm going to pull this. Gosh, why am I not cutting the zero?
That initial zero is just avoiding you entirely. Here, let me throw that.
So now I'm going to take my ruler and turn it this direction, and I've got a 60-degree angle up here.
Ooh, and we've run out of table.
It's okay. It happens every time I do this.
It does.
I've got to maneuver a little bit.
It's that camera we try to use for the overhead. It gets difficult.
I've now lined that 60-degree line that's at the top of my ruler near the 13, all the way on the top edge of the fabric, and I'm going to make the next set of cuts. Okay, what do you guys think is going to happen?
They turned into hexagons. No, I was wrong.
No, they're perfect 60-degree triangles.
Again, all the information's in the Master Your Stripology book.
So if you want to make a project that uses a whole bunch of 60-degree triangles and you have to cut them with a ruler and flip it, flip, and you do one at a time. Do you see how accurate these are?
Yeah.
I didn't have to move my ruler and I've got accuracy.
Okay, so let's do a quick square up.
Okay.
Quick square up. Let's just go that route.
So on...
You want this one or you want the squared?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Let's just see what... so on the XL ruler, I turned it around so that this side is facing me. I just have these weird... I have... not weird. I have arrows on from when I was doing a different project.
Oh, you were doing a different project. I'm like, those are not squared up locations.
So I want to show this diagonal dotted line that I'm going to run right down the center of my pieced block. Yeah. So I've got a quarter square triangle. So I'm going to run it up to the middle, make sure that side's good. I'm looking, I don't even know what side. I think I was supposed to square this to 9. I'm going to square it to 8.5.
Yeah, go 8.5. I think 8.5 is great.
So I've got the white lines for all the 1/2 inch. I've got the black lines on this side for all the whole numbers. So I'm going to get that all lined up. I like how, and I can look at what is this block going to look like after I've trimmed it up so that I can see to the corner is brown, then at the corner it turns green. And I can double check everything. This makes squaring up so easy. And because these have the Creative Grids rulers have the slits every 1/2 inch where my seams are, you can't tell this from where you're at probably, but it is it pops up. It moves the ruler out of the way instead of shifting it to where you can't, like, bobbling it. Like if you have a solid piece ruler and you're trying to get this, it's going to wobble on those stitches or on those seams. So mine's not going to wobble. It's going to just move that little piece up and not affect where I'm cutting. So I'm going to cut it 8.5. It says cut. Here's 8.5. Here's 8.5. I just put my rotary blade in at that number and go.
Okay. Now
so I've cut both sides. I've cut away from myself and away from myself, right? Makes it very safe as well, right?
Yes, always safer.
If you're using a regular rotor or square ruler and you cut here and then you try to cut across the top and you push on it and you're standing on your tiptoes, and that's not a good way to cut. So then I'm going to turn the ruler this direction, or not the ruler, turn the fabric so that then I can cut the other 2 sides. Now these 2 sides have already been cut, so I'm going to line them up and make sure that they're nice and straight with the white line that's on there. I'm going to double check my diagonals and I'm going to cut at 8.5 and cut at 8.5.
Wow.
And now I have this perfect quarter square triangle. I mean, check those corners out, right? When I go to piece this into my quilt,
you're going to have points.
I'm going to points. It's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be fantastic.
Okay. I'm going to show, let's go back to regular camera front facing for a second.
Okay. Hello. Hi. Welcome back. Missed you guys. We're here.
This is one of my favorite things to make with the Master Your Stripology book is geese.
Geese are so much more fun.
Okay. Look at these. So this particular project, this project is in the book and it's called Back Home. Yep. And it is uses 2 different size geese, so you get the feel of how to make it with 2 different sizes. Yep. But this, of course, was my favorite to make because this is a temperature quilt, and this has 365 flying geese, okay? So one for each day of the year. I used the color to represent the high and the grayscale to represent the low. Okay. They were probably gonna.
There's more geese pointing upwards. That would be less of a thing.
Right. So on any day that there was precipitation, I turned the goose upside down. So, because I've had people like, do you know that some of those are going the wrong way? Yes. Yes, I do. Anyway, a lot of fun to make, and these are all 1x2. I did not paper piece anything. I used the method, the Master Your Stripology Flying Geese, G.E Flying Geese method to make those perfect 1x2. In the whole 365, there's probably 2 of them that I don't like.
Okay. I love that.
That's pretty good, right? That's what I'm saying. It's great results.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's that.
Questions in the comments.
Oh,
there were questions. We don't have a lot of time.
That's okay.
So let's go.
Asked if there was a square stripology ruler.
Yes, Stripology
What are
squared.
the dimensions of that?
12.5 by 12.5.
Perfect.
It's actually 12.5 by about 13 because you've got,
Right, and then
you're only going to be able to cut up to 12.5.
You can only cut up to 12.5.
And then Pam asked about when you're cutting, you cut a thin scrap on the 0 on the left side, or do you just line up to the left edge?
So I almost always, I used to just line up to the 0 to the edge. After I'd cut once and I moved my ruler, then I would just line up to the edge. But I just find, because I am so particular about accuracy, it's better if I just always cut a 0, because if I shift things around, I want to make sure that my fabric underneath hasn't shifted over and I can't see that.
Right.
And now I think I'm lined up, but I'm not. And so that first cut I now have to toss.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Now.
You don't like flying geese?
Girl, if you have not tried the flying geese method in the Master Your Stripology book, please, 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 Pam, try it, because honestly, I'm not a fan of geese because they never turn out right. Very minimal waste and so accurate. I don't have to tell you that. Everybody else that's taken the class so far, I'll tell you that. But,
yeah.
All right. Now, given time.
Also, let me just say this. So, because we have lots of faraway friends who are like, I wish I could come take a class, but I can't do that. That's too far. The Master Your Stripology book, every single page, every single technique has a QR code that you scan and you get a video from Gudrun. Okay. And so that is also a pause. Wait, what did she say? Hold on. Let me double, so you don't have to just take my word for it and buy the book and try to get through it yourself. You have the tools there for you.
You do. Now, I'm going to challenge you because we have less than a minute.
Me? What?
So we're going to go a little bit
not less than a minute, and I cannot do anything in less than a minute.
Here's what you're going to do.
Okay.
I want you to take this here piece of fabric, and I want you to cut 200 1.5-inch squares.
Okay.
That is 9 strips.
Okay, thanks.
I did the math for you. I'm going to time it. And in just a moment here, Sadie's going to go to the overhead. Sadie, you guys can go over there now. I'm going to put the stopwatch down here.
You guys think I can do it? You guys think I can?
Let's go. Everybody place your bets now how long it's going to take her.
Okay, there we go.
200 1.5-inch squares. When you're ready. Are you ready?
Oh, you should be timing me from before I put the ruler up there. Okay, I've got it folded and whatever. Okay, I've got it folded and whatever.
Give me your guesses, guys. What's it going to take her? 2 minutes? 3 minutes? On your mark. She's going. Your timer's running.
Because these are 1.5 inches, you gotta talk because I can't talk.
I know that. You're not supposed to be talking. You're on a timer. So the cool thing about the XL ruler and the squared is that they have little markings at the 1.5 inch and the 2.5-inch marks. You may see that there at the bottom. You'll see those little squares or a little star. The stars indicate 1.5 inches. So she doesn't have to math what 1.5 inches is. She just has to go to where that is and just start cutting. So, okay, cool. So you got that first one done. There's your scrappy. We're going to throw that to the side. You're going to line them up now. Look at how accurate those 1.5 inch strips are. Those are fantastic.
So I could open them up, but I'm going to leave them closed because I'm on a timer.
You're on the timer. You got to go. Let's go, guys.
And so in this case, I would do the math based on being able to get 24 instead of 26, just because I'm not opening them up. So I'm probably going to miss on the end here.
All right, we're going to see how it goes. Keep on going.
Oh my gosh.
Don't fuss too much. Don't let the pressure win.
I want accurate. I don't. So that's the thing. You know, I want accuracy and fast.
Well, I'm
And
gonna tell you
get
right now, if
accuracy
you were
and
using
fast.
a regular ruler attempting to do this,
Mm-hmm.
you would still be in the process of trying to get your first few cuts done.
Right.
So, all right, look at you go. Stacking them bad boys up, huh?
Yeah. I'll go 8. I'll go through 8 thicknesses. This is the most I would do, and I do not suggest for new people. I tell new people don't do more than 4.
Yeah. But you're comfortable with
But
this.
I've
You know
got to
where you're
do
at.
9, and I don't think I can get 9 under this ruler.
Ready,
So
set, go.
and the reason that
right.
I space them out, you're going to tell them that.
Yep, so you're spacing them out so that way you're kind of using your mat to help kind of line them all up so that you know they're all going to be properly placed. If you look at the ruler, you can see that that black line and those white lines are right on top of those edges, so everything is nice and straight. And right on through. Linda asked, so the ruler doesn't slide around when you're cutting because of the weight and because of the grip. It does not slide around like some other strip rulers that are out there.
You see that I'm like I don't have to like lay on this.
Right, so there's no extra weight being pushed down on there. You're not pushing down like He-Man. Oh, you were right on the edge of those. All right, we're stopping it. Okay, so we had some guesses for time. Jackie said 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Barb said 1 minute and 46 seconds. Pam said 1 3/4, which I would guess is 1 45. Who do we think won? My guess or knowledge is Jackie. 2 minutes, 27 seconds. Jackie was closest without going over. How amazing is that? Look at all those cute little squares.
But like really, I mean, so this is my favorite part is stacking them up,
all up
because they are perfect. They are like if I measure.
It's like fabric confetti. Oh my good golly.
It just makes me happy.
So much squares. So nice. So anyway,
Okay.
that was
I don't
fun.
have to keep doing that.
You
Right?
don't have to keep stacking those. No, that was purely for the entertainment of showing that you can do it and put you on a timer.
See? Like, look at that.
200.
200.
1.5 squares in less than 3 minutes. I feel like you could go faster if I'd given you the proper room to work in.
Yeah.
I think you'd have been through it even faster. I really think you could have hit the 2 minute mark.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's okay. You did great. You did
But,
wonderful.
you know, and the thing is that, yes, the thing is I really want accuracy more than speed. So if it would have taken me 5 minutes instead, 5 minutes to cut 200 squares, like that is unbelievable.
Accurately. Anyway, so with all that, we can't thank Gudrun enough for her invention, her creation of the Stripology ruler, and everything she puts into it.
All of the things that she does.
If you don't have a Stripology ruler, if you need more, you want to see it in person because you think we're just crazy. We're not paid to do this. This is more for fun on our side.
I'm
come
like,
by.
ooh, what do I use
Come
these
ask
for now?
questions. I don't know. You're going to have to find something because somebody will be mad if you throw those away.
Yeah.
Come by and see us. Get yourself a ruler. Get more information. Sign up for that Master Your Stripology class. We have one at the end of the month sometime.
Yeah, 24th.
August 24th. So get signed up for that in person. It's going to be a good time. You can't miss out on that. Aside from that,
Also, if you are in a guild, even if you are far away, if you're in a guild and you would like me to come speak at your guild about Stripology rulers, contact us.
as a certified instructor, she does travel for guild presentations.
Yes.
So, whew, good. That's all the information I wanted to give today. How do you feel? You good?
Feel pretty darn
Are you
good.
done?
Yeah.
How are you over there? You good?
I'm great.
We're done. All right, let's go open a store up. We'll talk to you guys soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.